Hey boys and girls, it has come to my attention that some of you are having a little bit of confusion when it comes to the looms and what happens if you have a different set of warp strings than what I demonstrated on the video. And what I mean by that is, if you look at this one, this was the one that 4th grade was using. It has got 6 warp strings. And that's the one I used for my video, but 5th grade, you are using the larger loom that has 7 warp strings. And I was just going to show you really quickly a visual that will probably help you, especially 5th grade, because you're just getting started. It'll help you see the pattern, okay? So regardless of how many warp strings you have, it really doesn't matter. You're doing the same exact pattern over and over and over again. So for example, on this loom that has 7 warp strings, remember the warp are the vertical pieces of yarn, you can see I did them in pink right here just so you can see. Remember that we started weaving under on the right side. So the first one was under, and then over, under, over, under, over, under. And you pulled all that yarn across and you left that little piece right here, and then you had all your yarn sticking out over here. So remember, whatever side your yarn is sticking out on, that's the side you start back on. So you just go to the next one in the pattern. So we ended under, so you start back over, and then under, over, under, over, under, over. And it's like you're going and doing the same pattern over and over and over. You just pick up where you left off. So when you come back over here and then all your yarn is sticking out on the right and you have to start back over here, the next one is, if you end it over, you start back under. So you can see it's just the repeat of the same thing over and over and over again. So then over here, when you have the 6 strings, again, you start under, over, under, over, under, over, and then you pull all your yarn, and when you start back, it's the next one in the sequence. If you ended over, you start back under, over, under, over, under, over, and then you're over here and you start back over here and it's under, over, under, over, under, over. So you can see it's just a continuous pattern. I hope that helps and I hope it makes sense.